Court is now in session on the Final Verdict TV.
All right, this is case number 1203. Plaintiff Marisol Ramirez Price versus George Price. It's interesting. Okay. And you are suing, this is your husband?
Yes, he is.
You're suing your husband for breach of verbal agreement and intentional interference with contractual relations and seeking $150,000. Am I understanding that correctly?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Ramirez Price. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I'm suing him for a verbal agreement that he had made between myself and our daughter to do her wedding at our backyard. Unfortunately, my husband has backed out from the deal, and this has caused a major emotional distress on our daughter.
Okay.
We have sent out many invitations out already with our addresses. We have hired the caterers. We've done the rentals of the tents. The flowers, getting everything ready. And I don't know what to do now because nothing is refundable. Nothing is refundable. And the only reason he backed out is because my daughter asked her biological father to walk her down the aisle. And unfortunately, this upset him.
Okay. So I want to make sure I'm understanding this. There's a wedding that's in planning right now.
Correct.
And everybody's been paid for. And your daughter, by the way, where is she present, your daughter?
I'm sorry, ma'am. She was not able to come in today.
And she's probably with her biological father.
Okay.
It is her father. I mean, I understand
I've been
you
taking
raised
care of her
her.
longer.
But before we get to you, Mr. Price, go ahead and continue. So she's not here because of what?
She's not here. Unfortunately, she had some last minute deal to do. She had to go out for work, so she wasn't able to come. So I'm kind of representing her here.
Okay. So she wants her biological father to walk her down the aisle. And I'm looking here. As a matter of fact, before we even get there, go ahead, Mr. Price. Let me hear your side of things.
Well, good morning, Your Honor. Needless to say, first of all, we still love each other and we still care about each other. Okay. And, Issa, I've been raising Issa for almost all her life. I mean, we've been married going on 13 years, 12 years technically. And I've been raising her since she's 8 years old. Okay. So this conversation we had about using the house that is marital assets. However, I owned the house before we got married. Okay, so
but when we got married, it becomes our house.
No, I just said that marital assets. I just said that, but I bought the house before we were married.
Okay,
and of course, when we got married, yes, everything is shared and it's part of the marital assets.
Her name was added.
Yeah,
to the
deed?
deed?
I don't play like that. I mean, we got married and everything I have is hers and everything she has is mine. Okay, and I don't want to consider my daughter a marital asset, but when we got married, she became my daughter. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I took that responsibility really serious, and so I felt like her biological father hasn't lifted a finger to do anything.
But
for
we're
her.
not asking you not to be
Miss
involved.
Price,
sweetheart.
let him finish.
So when it was talked about having the wedding at the home, okay, it was an assumption on my part for sure that since I've been raising Issa all this time, that I would be walking her down the aisle, okay? Mm-hmm. And so, first of all, I'm appalled that we're even bringing this to public court. Okay, this is a personal family matter, and for her, my wife, to want to bring this and air our dirty laundry out in front of everyone, it's astonishing to me. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I have hurt feelings because I've done everything.
My daughter
for
hasn't
Issa.
stopped
Miss
crying.
Miss Price. Go ahead, Mr. Price.
So that's my take on this whole thing. I want her to be happy. I was there. I was the one who put on her first set of braces. I'm the one who got her her first car.
So you raised her up?
Yeah,
like
I pretty much raised her since she was 8 years old. Okay,
up.
she's going to be 21 years old. Okay, you know, I don't consider myself the stepfather. Okay, I'm her father. Now I'm not disagreeing. She does have a biological father, but he has done nothing to help raise her. And I don't really care about. I mean, I care as a jealous husband, although, yeah, I don't like the relationship she has with her ex-husband, who is the biological father.
But that has nothing to do with our daughter.
Okay,
So,
right.
so
Now,
Mr.
so
Price,
yeah, you say that. Our daughter, that's correct.
Mr. Price,
Our daughter,
It's
not,
our daughter,
not
but
his
she
daughter.
wants to
Mr. Price.
honor where she
Okay.
comes from.
So I understand emotions are high. What I want to know is this. Daughter wants to have her biological father walk her down the aisle.
Correct.
This is her stepfather who has been in her life from childhood. Did we decide to integrate him another way in the wedding? Because I'm looking here and he's disinvited from his stepdaughter's
I'm just trying
wedding
to do my
at his
daughter's
own home?
wishes. My daughter's wishes is to know where she comes. She wants to state where she comes from her father, her biological father. But she doesn't want to exclude him. She wants him to also be involved.
How is he involved in the wedding? Because I'm looking here, it says he was disinvited.
He paid for all the arrangements for the wedding.
Does that make sense? He paid for it. It's at his home, but he can't attend it. Does that sound
Well, he's
logical?
the one that said he wasn't going to
I'm in my own
attend.
house.
Let me talk to Ms. Price. How?
He's the one that
make
said
any
he
sense?
wasn't going to attend. It wasn't like we told him he couldn't to attend.
So
He
you
just
chose
didn't
not
want
to
to.
attend the wedding.
Look, I'm not, it's a personal insult, and I don't understand how my wife doesn't understand this. It's a personal insult when I'm in my own home, in my own kitchen, in my own backyard, and yet I'm not part of the ceremony of my daughter. This is my daughter. She may think otherwise, but you know, we never have used stepdaughter or anything like that. She's my daughter.
So, Ms.
And so
Price,
for me to be excluded like
It is
this,
such
yeah,
a
I
special
decided,
day for my
well,
daughter. I
I'm not
just
going to
want
be
to
part
make
of
her
it.
happy.
Okay.
So
It's just one walk
both
down
of
the
you,
aisle.
Both of you.
And why are we airing this out in
Mr.
public?
Price,
I don't understand
Mr. Price,
that.
are you understanding where his emotions are coming from? Do you understand that this is a child that he's raised up like his own? And you're basically saying, thank you for your money, but you can't be a part of this. Do you not understand
I'm not trying
how
to
someone
say
would
that.
feel?
I'm not.
So
I
what are you
understand,
trying to
but
say?
I'm just trying to say I'm trying to please my daughter. And if she wants her biological father to walk her down the aisle, I just want to make her happy.
I want to make sure I'm understanding this. Was he disinvited or did he choose not to come?
Well, after we had this whole big discussion, he was just disinvited.
So you
My daughter
disinvited him in his own home,
Right, in my
with
own
the
home.
money, and he's the
But
one
he was
paying
being
for
so
it?
Talk about the
unreasonable.
ultimate betrayal, right, Your Honor? I mean, the
It's not a
ultimate
betrayal.
Yes, it is a betrayal. My own home, my own wife, my own daughter, and I'm disinvited. I'm not stepping aside.
Do you understand how that sounds? So I want you to see the picture.
Again, I'm going now with my daughter's wishes, and now she disinvited him.
Ms. Price. He paid for the wedding. They're paid off. You don't get that money back because I'm sure the deadline is passed for any down payments to be received. So he doesn't get that money back. His daughter, according to him, because he doesn't see stepdaughter, he was raised by his daughter, but she doesn't want him to walk her down the aisle. He's disinvited, and the whole wedding takes place in his home. And then, but yet your ex-husband can come in said home and walk that daughter down the aisle. Do you understand how this looks? Do you understand how it sounds?
I do.
So at what point did we try to compromise with your daughter to see how he can somehow be in this wedding and take part of such a momentous occasion?
I say that we can get compensated for the $150,000. We can do it elsewhere, and
really?
he's more than likely to. He's more than invited to come into that wedding.
Oh, that's so nice of you to invite me
It's
to
just
my
the
own
fact that
daughter's
he has
wedding.
broken the heart of my daughter, or our daughter. You know,
Thank
for
you.
some
Finally.
little minor thing of just the biological father, just to walk her down the aisle. He can enjoy the rest of the party afterwards.
Ma'am,
Or
this is your
during.
husband. This is your husband. I don't know for how long after this, but this is your husband.
Too
Because you're
expensive to get rid of her, Your Honor.
$150,000, you want him to just move forward with it except not being invited. So you tell me this. Where is he going to go while he's disinvited in his own home? Where does he get to go?
Yeah, I told you. I'll be the waiter, walking around like this. That's what they want me to do.
Because if he's disinvited, that means you're telling him he can't be in his own home. That's what that sounds like. So where does he get to go? What hotel, what place, where do you expect him to go?
I don't know, Your Honor. I don't know.
Wow. So
Yeah, see, that answer right there should sum it up for you. Okay? That should sum it up for you. My own lovely wife saying that she doesn't know what I'm supposed to do when I'm disinvited to my daughter's wedding in my own home.
This
is ludicrous.
Judge.
This is really ludicrous. And it shouldn't be here. I still stand. We shouldn't be here. Darling, we shouldn't be here.
So let me just go ahead and move forward and say this, because I've heard enough. And this is wow. So this is not a simple contract dispute, Ms. Price. It's not at all. Not. This is a family matter that is masquerading as a lawsuit. You're sitting here trying to sue your husband for $150,000 that he paid for your daughter, both of your, because it's not his stepdaughter, it's his daughter. And disinvite him from a wedding? That's insane. I don't even know.
He was just being so reasonable. She didn't want to deal with a headache.
What headache could she possibly be dealing with by inviting the man who has raised her up?
He was just being so reasonable. She probably just screamed out in rage, and he took it so
The reason
personally.
why she's not here should tell you something right there. She knows this is wrong, and she didn't want to be here because she wants to be with her biological father.
Not
That's
here
fine,
she's
but she
looking
don't
for
want
a
to be
new
put in
venue.
front of the court to admit that I've done everything for her, and that it would be an insult for me not to walk her down the aisle. That's,
do you understand his hurt, Ms. Price? Do you see the hurt?
I
in your
understand
husband?
he's hurt, but he can enjoy afterwards. He can enjoy.
Okay, all right, Ms. Price. I've heard enough. So the court finds that no formal written agreement existed to host a wedding, meaning there's no enforceable breach of contract. That's first and foremost. So no such thing, no contract. We're here for no reason. This is a family issue that shouldn't even be taking time in this courtroom. So with that being said, Ms. Price, you're going to have to figure this out. I don't know how you're going to figure it out. Your husband is hurt. Your daughter wants something else. You need to come to a compromise because this makes no sense. So, Mr. Price, you have every right to decide what happens under your roof. But I hope you also see the emotional toll that your silence has taken on your family. Just recognize that, okay?
I do.
Mrs. Price, I understand your disappointment, but suing your husband into compassion is insane. That's not going to repair your marriage. It's not at all. So the moment your daughter disinvited your husband, the foundation of this argument completely went to pieces. At this point, case is dismissed. Doesn't belong in court.
Thank you, Judge.
Although I'm disappointed on the judge's decision, I do kind of see her point. I mean, he did raise our daughter, but, I'm going to try to go home and speak to my daughter and see what we can do, because I do think that even though we lost, there's nothing that can repair this relationship other than love. And that's all I have to say.
Well, look, obviously this is a sad day either way. This is not a win or lose situation. I mean, my family's at stake here. My feelings might have been hurt a little, but this is just wrong. And I know my daughter, my wife will see this, but we are a family unit, and we're going to stay a family unit. I'm very appreciative of the judge counseling us towards that, but we will handle this.